New for 2017 is the Kershaw Natrix folding knife. Now, when I first saw this, and I kind of was reminded that I saw this on Budget Bugout's site. I really like some of his videos. He just did a few moments ago a video on his top 10, um, everyday carry knives that he thought that really stood out in SHOT Show 2017. And this Kershaw Natrix, which is kind of an odd and unique name at the same time. You almost want to say Matrix, but it's Natrix with an N. It really stood out. And I was like, you know what? On the list that he had, I was familiar with all those pretty well, but this is the only one that I really didn't look into with any depth at all. And even though on his list, I didn't really connect with most of his picks, because his EDC is a little bit designed a little differently than mine. I like more of a compact and lighter weight stuff than he does, and that's just our preference. But this Natrix, though, is pretty cool. It uses a G10 handle scales, and it has an aluminum backspacer to lighten the load, and it has a deep pocket clip. Obviously, it's a flipper. It is assisted opening. I'm not too big on the whole, spring assisted opening deals, but it has an extended fuller on an 8CR13 MOV blade platform. And it has a 3¼ inch blade and 4¼ inch overall closed length, which is decent. But the thing that really kind of was cool was when you look at this, actually, you think it's heavier than 2.9 ounces, but it's not. And so that's cool. I like lightweight options. And personally, though, I like them around 2 ounces or less, and they're more difficult to find, obviously, more rare at least. The price on this is going to be around $60 retail. I'm sure on the aftermarket or, after a few months on Amazon, we'll probably see them between $35 to $45, most likely. And, from just, historically, it's typically, it's in that range. And anyways, this is kind of cool. This is not on my wish list. This is not something I'm going to get probably, but it did stand out enough that I wanted to at least mention it because it's kind of a very modern take on EDC knives, and it has that look that someone is looking for that you kind of find in a lot of upper end knives, but it still has a lot of good materials, like G10 handles and at least decent steel. And it's the style and design that really is attractive, in my opinion, on this piece for a good price. And so if you're looking for something like this, here it is. And, overall, there's going to be a lot of new stuff that's still going to be trickling in from SHOT Show 2017 over the next days and weeks. So if you still haven't found that perfect knife yet for this year, just hang on and we'll probably find it for you pretty soon. For me, it was nothing that totally connected this year. It was like nothing that I had to have. I was kind of disappointed in some of that. There's a lot of like very close types of designs that really almost connected with me completely, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting more picky as I get older, but this is nonetheless a pretty cool option. But for me, it's still just a tad bit too heavy. What do you think? What are your picks? Thanks for watching.